This guy I gotta handle more. He's pretty high strung, but these are my favorite hens from, well, they were my favorite, my best pullets of brown reds from 2023. And so they're young hens, and I tried breeding them last year to a really nice brown red broodcock, and it just didn't work out. Too crowded, probably. And so I was thinking about this, I was torn. I finally am like, you know what, I want to know how these two families cross. So I'm putting one of the New York muff cocks in here. He doesn't have a beard, but his brothers do, and some of them come clean-headed, and that is because of the Murphy Whitehackle and Morgan Whitehackle. You know, in their ancestry, they were. I've already said this, but there were two families that were said as a family. They were from Crossing, the Hoy muff with the local New York Whitehackles, right? So, and breeders come across and become friends with and choose whatever Whitehackle. But in this case, Murphy Hoy on one side and Morgan Hoy on the other side. And then I know a gentleman that blended the two on his own. And so that's what I received. And so they're not exactly a three-way cross, but they are set as a family. And I just think this guy is worth putting over my brown reds because of the fact that he come clean-headed. Because I don't necessarily want a muff if I want to like eventually back cross, top cross, you know what I'm saying, and blend, because this blood here is worth using because it is one of the parent strains and vice versa. If you read the old history books, the original North Briton descriptions, they're a brown red fowl described, along with, you know, piles, spangles, whatever. I mean, I shouldn't say piles, more like spangles and light reds, black-breasted reds, you know, some are dark, some are more like ginger. And so depending on what you read, and so he doesn't want me anywhere near his hens, that's good. It took him a little bit. I'm hanging out. And so another thing, I want to calm him down, and I was hopeful that if I put him specifically in this little coop here, that I could just begin to do that, because it hasn't been working how he's been kept, and maybe he needs a bigger pen, and I do try to rotate them. But when you're trying to breed, that's tricky because, you know, you want to keep full sisters together, or single mate. Obviously, that's best. And so in this situation, these are full sisters. So I will get a very good idea, particularly because if these are my best from a certain year and they're young and he's young, this will probably produce a really nice cross. And then if I think after a few generations of breeding back to the brown red fowl, let's say, if I think they're superior, then my straight stuff, yeah, then it's going in. And so that's probably what I'll do. It depends on how many years. I don't know how long I'll wait until I'm like, yep, these are good fowl, and I'll breed them back in. And maybe they'll look just like a brown red, but be, who knows? Maybe there's, I don't know. I haven't done it. So this is how you find out. It's trial and error. You take notes. And so this is one of the pens, and I didn't cross too heavily. I mean, I do experiments every year, but I haven't really crossed too much. I've been trying to explore families as I got them straight and just to see what I think, but I need to either get rid of stuff or blend, and I need to find out what works, you know, how the hybrid vigor will be from one family to the next. And so that's what I'm doing with this pen here. And I'm excited about it. You know, I really like this individual, the way he's built and everything. He's a little hot. They all are. I got to make them more calm. And I made the brown reds calm, so it's possible. But yeah, this guy does not like to be handled. And so hopefully my interacting with him in here, it's really small. I walk right out and just step in. I mean, this is my closest coop. And I didn't build this. This came with my house. And it was the only outbuilding, really. And I used it immediately. And, yeah. So usually I put my most anticipated breeding in here for the year. And I always watch it real keenly. And it's how I hatched some of my eggs I've gotten shipped to me. I put them in here. And, you know, these brown red hens will keep them safe and hatch them, and those chicks are good. I know who they are. They're not going to get picked off by who knows what. You know, because if you're going to invest in some quality eggs or fowl, you know, you want to keep them safe. But so I'm excited. I think this guy's really something. And who knows, maybe they'll look like a Stryker Whitehackle, and maybe they'll come out like all white and spangled, and maybe I don't like them. You know, I'm like, I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I'm trying to breed brown reds, But having said that, you know, the North Briton blood, you know, like I said, there was brown-breasted, you know, brown reds are usually meaning like they might have been, let's say like a light red with a brown breast. I don't know. Or they might have been straight up brown reds like these hens here, but some of the old descriptions say brown reds, right? But if you read about the Joe Wingate and his Irish brown reds, he bred North Briton Whitehackle into them, into his families at some point anyway. So I mean, they are related if you go way back, and I don't think it would. I don't think the blending would hurt if I chose to do that. The cross is one thing, but I don't think it would be harmful to my brown reds to blend some of that old Whitehackle blood, muff blood, into them. Just thought I'd share all that.